Hey everybody, Jamie Holka here for another installment of Get In Where You Fit In. And I walked in a funny mood today, and me and Chris had a little conversation, and I decided I was going to kind of do something a little different this time. And that was a tune by Steely Dan. It's kind of a Steely Dan theme today. I know I played Steely Dan on the very first episode, but like I said before, they're one of my all-time favorite acts ever. And that song was called Deacon Blues, and it was off of the Asia album. And it was a funny story about that song. I used to study jazz with this saxophone player, a local sax player named Chu Nero. And we would sit down in a room, and he would play me horn solos from like Coltrane, Sonny Rollins, and Miles Davis, and all different kinds of, you know, horn players, trumpet, sax. We'd listen to piano players, and Chu was a sax player and a keyboard player. Of course, I'm a guitar player, and so it was interesting. He would assign me a solo of my choice, played usually on a horn instrument, and he would assign me a solo to learn note for note, and I'd pick one, and I'd go away for a few weeks, and I would learn these note for note solos on the guitar. And of course it made me play things that I never played before, because horn players think so much differently than guitar players. And we would sit and just listen to music, you know, and deep cut jazz stuff. And he would say things to me like, you know, listen to what this brother's trying to say. And he would say things like that. He would always, you know, everybody was a cat and they were brothers, and what's this brother really trying to say, you know? And so we had this relationship. It was kind of not so much student and teacher relationship, but it was just unique. It was a unique kind of phase for my learning, to be around someone like him and to approach learning that way. Anyway, Chu ends up getting really sick, and he ends up passing away. And you know, and like I said, it was kind of a very interesting 6 months of my life to spend with this guy, and to broaden my, you know, horizons musically, hanging out with him. And Deacon Blues, that song I played, there's a lot of things in there, and for some reason the lyrics remind me of him, you know, because there's a line in there that says, "This brother is free, I'll be what I want to be," and that reminded me of Chu. What's this brother trying to say? And the way he said that. And of course the song and the lyric is, "Learn to play the saxophone, I play just what I feel." And it's just funny, songs, you know, make everybody think of something different, and people hear lyrics and they associate the lyrics with themselves, and that's one of those tunes. And I'll always associate it with Chu, you know, and I'll always be thankful for having sat with him. It was actually the last 6 months of his life, basically, and you know, it taught me just a whole other side of music, and, you know, listening, because there was a lot of listening. And so that song always reminds me of him, the lyrics in there. And it also reminds me of just, you know, when it says, "Learn to play the saxophone, I play just what I feel," because people always say, "Hey, you should play this," or "How come you don't do that?" or, you know, "You should do that." And it's like, you know what? You play music to play what you want to play, you know? And that's what I do. I play what I want to play and the way I want to play it. And solo guitar is a vehicle for me that, no matter how I do it, and even if there's guys that are out there that are more extravagant with it, I feel that it's done the way I do it. And although I have some serious influences that have helped me, and some of my favorite solo guitar players have become friends of mine, and I certainly patterned what I do now after what they do, and it helped me to get, you know, started with this style. But I don't feel like I'm ever trying to be like anybody, just trying to do my thing. And so that just was what came to my head today, as to what to put out there for this episode. And I'm going to end with another Steely Dan tune, and this was off their first record, and this was their first hit. And it was a different singer, David Palmer, I believe his name was. He didn't end up in the band for very long, but it's called Dirty Work. See you next month for our Christmas Rosh Hashanah special.